Welcome to the Garmaftar Show. In today's episode, I have with me Ross Branch, a professional athlete and a commercial pilot. After racing in the premier MX1 class in motocross, Ross competed to cross-country racing and long-distance endurance events, especially the desert-type races in Botswana as well as internationally. He is a 7-time winner of Botswana 1000 Desert Race, mastering the desert like no other, earning himself the nickname Kalahari Ferrari. Ross then went on to win 3 consecutive South African cross-country championship titles. The 2020 Dakar Rally saw Ross get his first stage win and the first stage win for any African motorcycle rider in over a decade. These results, coupled with notable performances in his first 2 years of rally, including a gold medal at the first round of 2021 FIM Cross Country Rally's World Championship in Kazakhstan. This has allowed Ross the opportunity to join the official Hero Motorsports Rally team. Thanks for joining me, Ross. Such an honor, such an amazing thing that you have joined the show. Thanks so much for joining.
Thank you so much for having me on this show. It's awesome to be here, and I really appreciate being on the show and looking forward to a good one.
Yes, absolutely. So, I missed meeting you at the Dakar Rally this time and, this year when I was there. But even your performance this year was also incredible. You had a stage win also, and Dakar Rally is also such a grueling sport. And you've been a cross country, rider. You've been a champion, throughout. So, what are the skills that are needed to ace that?
Yeah, I'm really sorry to have missed you at Dakar. It was an incredible experience, from being in a small town in Botswana, training my whole life to try and go to the Dakar Rally was already a feat in its own. So to get 2 stage wins this year and obviously a stage win in 2020 has been incredible. It means a lot to me. Being with the Indian manufacturer from Hero Motorsports has been incredible. The team is amazing, and it takes a lot of hard work. All the people see the Dakar Rally and see us participating in the Dakar and stuff, but they don't actually understand how much work it is. For me, it's been 30 years of training and hard work and effort putting into it and putting everything on the line. You go into to try your best at rally racing, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm really happy how everything went with the Dakar now, and obviously with cross country racing, and super excited for the future. And it's a lot of hard work, but it's starting to pay off now, and hopefully we can bet our results at the next Dakar Rally.
Super. I was reading somewhere that you started riding at the age of 4, and that's incredible. So can you please throw some light on your journey? What's been your journey like?
It's been an incredible journey. I grew up in a small town called Jwaneng. I think there was 5,000 inhabitants of the town, and my dad was riding bikes, and he thought it was a good way for us to spend time, which it was. It was incredible. It was family bonding like you cannot believe, and started riding at 4 years old and did my first race at 5 years old, and then I just loved it. I was just it was in my blood, and my dad and I rode every single day in Jwaneng, and I trained really hard, and he rode with me, and it was a really good way to have some father-son bonding. And it just led from thing to thing. I went to Namibia to do a race, and a scout from a team saw me and said, "No, please, can you come and test out in Germany?" And originally I only had 3 months on my contract to go and ride in Germany for motocross, and it turned into 6 years.
Oh
so
my God! Wow.
It was incredible, and
Okay.
my dad took me to watch the Dakar Rally first in 1992 when it came from Paris to Cape Town, and he drove 3,500 kilometers just to watch one day of racing, and just showed me what it was about. And from there we made a deal. It was like, okay, cool, if I can make anything of it, then we're definitely going to do Dakar Rally. And this year was super special because my dad was able to come over and watch a little bit of the rally, so it was really cool, and a real good connection. So it's been a long journey, and the journey's not finished yet. By all means, we still got a long way to go, but we're going to put everything we're having to winning rally races, and to hopefully one day win the Dakar. That's our main goal.
Super. So, I'm sure you must have had some really incredible experiences throughout your racing career, and so can you tell us some of any incident that has changed the way of your thinking, and what have been your learnings, from your journey?
Yeah, I think racing in general just basically teaches you the rules of life and how to grow up quickly. I moved to Germany when I was 15 years old, and I had to learn a lot. But yeah, winning a stage at Dakar, I think it just gave me the belief that I can ride with the top riders in the world. And in 2020, it changed my life because, having that belief, having that confidence, and moving forward and going to every race and saying, okay, cool, you can win this thing. You're good enough to run at the top. So it definitely changed it. And then obviously winning the round of the World Championship in Kazakhstan, it gave me a huge boost of confidence. Obviously, it's rally racing. There's so many things that can go wrong. But I think going back to 2020, it shows that I was okay and I was quick enough to run with the top guys in the world of rally racing, and that meant a lot to me. It was to all the people that supported me, to all the people that were behind me at the time. It actually showed everyone like, okay, cool, we've worked so hard at this goal and for so long, and finally things are starting to pay off. So it was really cool.
Super, super. So, what according to you is the right mindset, one ought to have in order to succeed in our lives, in our career, or any sport?
I think the general rule and the general way that I look at it is that everything happens for a reason, and you have to believe in yourself. There's so many people that don't believe in each other, and then it's like it's hard to get over it. Like, oh, this guy doesn't believe I can do this, or that person doesn't believe I can do this, and I've got a really strong support crew, and I've got a really strong family and friends, and I've got people that believe in me all the time from day one. So they've really helped me through it, and you know who your friends are, you know who the people are that are close to you, and they've really helped me through all my racing career, whether it was motocross or rally racing, and I've just slowly started learning that I can believe in myself, and whatever I believe I can achieve. So I think that's the main thing, to anyone that's coming into sport, or to anyone that's in everyday life. If you believe it, you can achieve it, and you've just got to go out there and just give it all. There's nothing. Failure is not an option, and if you don't try, you won't know. So I just go with that mindset every day, even with my flying.
Super.
I just love what I do, and you've got to be happy. So I'm in a really good place at the moment, and yeah, like I say, if you believe it, then you can achieve it. So go for it.
Super, super. I totally agree with that. And so, tell me one thing: any kind of challenge, like a major challenge that you experienced, during, because it's also quite a risky sport. Motorsport is considered a dangerous sport, and myself a rally driver, so I can totally understand. You know, so any kind of any incident that happened, anything you remember, any challenging, you've had crashes, you've had, so anything that you like to express that really tested you, and you came out of that.
I think every time, as you know, with rally racing, there's a million problems and there's a million things that can go wrong, and you just need one of those things to go wrong to destroy everything. You work a whole year, especially with Dakar, you work the whole year to try and be prepared as best you possibly can. The team is prepared as best they possibly can, and then you have a small instance like this year. We had a fuel problem halfway through the race, and I really thought that this was my year. So it gets you really down. You like work so hard, and you put your life on the line, you put everything you have into it, your family puts everything they have into it, and then you get there and something small lets you down. That's really testing, and then you get the people that don't believe in you anymore because you've had problems for 3 years in a row. So that's really testing. But at the end of the day, I'm really lucky. I'm really proud and privileged to do what I do. And, I wake up every morning just like so happy with my life, because there's not many people, just to make the start line of Dakar is already a win for me. And I've just got to make sure that I keep that in check. There's so many people that want to do Dakar. There's so many people that just want to finish Dakar. So as long as I keep on keeping that mindset, it's... that keeps me going and keeps me wanting, coming back for more. And the little things, okay, we have problems, and yes, I really wanted to win Dakar this year, but unfortunately, that's life, and things happen, racing happens, and we've just got to keep that mindset of, okay, never give up. We got to go back again. Next year's going to be better, and we've cancelled out those small problems. So as long as I keep that, then I'm pretty happy.
Super, super. Absolutely, to have a mindset of, gratitude. I think that's also, I mean, it's absolutely, we are very, very privileged, and that's a great mindset to have. So what's a message to the young upcoming athlete?
Just never give up, because I've been in a position so many times in my life, and I haven't given up. It's taken me 30 years to get on a team that actually really appreciates what I do and puts everything behind me, and 30 years of racing and spending all your own money and going to beg for money to go to Dakar and stuff, and now it's finally paying off. Never give up. There's those days where you can't afford to buy a new chain for your bike, or you can't afford to buy a tire, but you make it happen. And if you really want it, then it's there for you. So to all the youngsters, and I keep on telling them over and over again, there's always a door that's going to open. So you've just got to keep on at it, and it doesn't matter. Sometimes it takes 5 years, sometimes it takes 5 months, but never give up. And if you really believe and you really want to get to your dream, then those are the people that stay in the sport and that eventually can make it into something. So
I totally get to hear, I mean, in my life, in my journey as well, Ross, I have been just persistent. I have also, I've been into this rally racing career since more than a decade. And, I was also, kind of, doing it slowly. I never I never gave up, because it's an expensive sport. You don't get sponsors all the time. Sure. And, it's, I started a bit late also in my life. So yeah, I mean, the challenges are there. They will always come. The point is to, to absolutely stay consistent and persist, and not to ever give up. Yeah. So that's absolutely wonderful.
Exactly.
So let's come to the rapid fire questions, Ross. So, quick one-line answers. Yeah. Are you ready for it?
Ready to go. I might not have the good one, but let's see.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, your favorite rally track?
It would definitely be Abu Dhabi. It's 100% sand and in the dunes. Love it.
How do you keep yourself motivated?
Every day is motivation for me. Waking up and living the life that I have. I wake up just happy and ready to give it a go.
Super. Wow. That's very inspiring. Okay. What's the best advice that you've ever got?
Never give up. I work with a guy now that has taught me that, and that has worked with me for a long time, and just every day he wakes up and he phones me and he says, listen, Ross, today we're not giving up. We're going to go for it. So never give up is something that'll stick with me forever.
Super. What's your pre-race ritual?
I don't really have a pre-race ritual. The main thing is that I stay calm, because I am a hot-headed guy. So I like to go out and try and win from day one. And that's something that I'm trying to keep under control. Okay. But it's just to stay calm, and everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely. Okay, what's your favorite quote? Any quotation?
I don't really have a quote, a favorite one, but it's, like I say, just the motto to never give up, and, just enjoy life to the fullest. That's the main thing. You never know when it's going to be over with. So enjoy life to the maximum. And that's what I currently do. And I love it. So
who's your role model?
My dad. My dad gave up everything to take me racing for 30 years. And he's my role model. He wakes up every morning as one of the fittest and healthiest guy I can ever imagine.
Wow.
And there's never a downtime. He never has a down day. He's always so strong, so positive, and loves life to the fullest. And for me, it's really special for what he did for me, and just to think of what one person can do for another, never mind father and son, but just somebody to do that for somebody else is absolutely incredible. So
my God,
will always be my role model.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love this, and I'm sure your dad is so proud of you, and he's, he listened to this, he'd be really so happy. Okay, so okay,
thank you.
So, any film that inspired you the most?
I don't think there was a film that inspired me. I think there's a book that inspired me.
Okay.
Jeremy McGrath had a book out. He was obviously famous for his Supercross, and just his book really hit home. And I read it a number of times. And I'm not really academic, so I don't read books that often. But
Okay.
his book, I've read it a lot of times, and it is just so inspiring. Where he comes from, what he did, what he had to go through to be a champion, and it really keeps me going.
Wow. Super, super. Okay, what's a side hustle?
I don't have a side hustle. I just have a side passion, and that's flying airplanes. Like flying airplanes is incredible. I love it, and I'm up actually in the north of Botswana at the moment, and flying airplanes every day. It's incredible. So just a little bit of downtime for me is flying airplanes, and I love every second.
Okay, super. Amazing. Craziest thing about riding?
I think it's the speed and the adrenaline that you get from riding. There's not many people that go through the deserts and different deserts around the world at 160 kilometers an hour, and having to navigate through there and make sure that they stay on the bike is incredible. So yeah, just the speed that we do the sport at the moment is insane, and I love it.
One hidden talent.
Hidden talent. That's a really good one. I think I'm quite a good go-kart driver, so I would say that a talent could maybe come in the future, that I could move from two wheels to four wheels. But we'll keep everyone in suspense and see how it goes.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Which is your favorite music band, and why?
I don't really have a favorite one. I listen to a lot of music, and obviously, as you know, with the rallies comes long liaisons and stuff, so I listen to hundreds and hundreds of songs. But I would say Clearance Revival is amazing, So,
Okay.
but yeah, I have a number of them.
Super. Okay. Best riding memory.
Definitely one of the 3 stages that I've won out of Dakar. It's a feeling like no other, and having obviously the whole of Southern Africa as well as Botswana and everybody just so happy, and then being with the Indian manufacturer, the amount of messages of support that I got from everybody in India was incredible. So winning one of those stages is definitely up there as one of my favorites for sure.
Amazing. Okay. Most embarrassing moment.
I do that to myself a lot.
Okay.
I don't really recall one that sticks out, but yeah, definitely like sitting at the start line and ready to go at the rallies and being in neutral. It's one of the things, and there's so many people watching, and you're ready to go. You let the clutch out, and you got all the gas, and there's all this noise, but you're not going anywhere. That was pretty embarrassing.
Okay. That's amazing. Okay. Proudest accomplishment so far.
Winning Dakar, the stage this year, probably stage 10. We went through a lot of down days with myself and the team, and obviously running out of fuel was down for all of us, and it was really tough to get over. So winning stage 8 and stage 10 of Dakar 23 was definitely the proudest moment, because I think us as an entire unit, when we come to rally racing, there's never just one person. And every rally racer will tell you that you've got your family, you've got your team, and you've got everyone behind you. So for me to win that for them, actually it meant the world to me. And the response that I got riding back into the bivouac, I'm sure you've seen the clip. Everyone was crying, and it felt like we won Dakar, but we just won a stage. But everyone was so happy and so supportive after what we have been through to what we have done was incredible.
Absolutely. It is incredible. And with this, we come to the end of the show. Thank you so much, Ross, for joining me. This absolutely fantastic session, and thank you for taking out time. I know you've had a busy day, very you've been traveling, but thank you so much for giving your time.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, and I hope to meet you really soon. It's an incredible show, and I'd really like to meet you in person soon. And thank you for having me, and to all your supporters and everybody that's watching the show, thank you for supporting me. And hopefully next year at Dakar we can do a much better result. But we've got a couple of world championships in the pipeline, so let's give it our all. And thank you again for all the support.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you all for listening to today's episode with your host, Garma Aftar. If you like this episode, then subscribe to my podcast for more new episodes and a deeper dive into the world of motivation and winning psychology. See you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.